guys, so just got to a gym called Fit Athletic with my boy Alex, my big bro from our fraternity. If you guys are in a fraternity, you would know what that means. Let's get to it. So we're in a pull workout today at this awesome gym. The equipment looks dope, so I'm gonna take you guys through it and let's kill it.
Beat it, beat it, beat it, beat it. They told him, don't you ever come around here. Don't wanna see your face, you better disappear. The fire's in their eyes and their words are really clear. So beat it, just beat it. You better run, you better do what you can. Don't wanna see no blood, don't be a macho man. You wanna be tough, better do what you can. So beat it, but you wanna be fair.
Just got finished with the pool workout. I am smoked. We didn't, I don't know, I didn't really hit much biceps. As you guys know, I don't really like to train arms too much. I just like the major body parts, and you know, biceps are an accessory, and so it's a secondary movement when you train back, regardless of, you know, how well your mind muscle connection is with your back or that certain muscle group. You're always going to hit a secondary muscle. As long as you train heavy, you're going to activate it. And so I just did, you know, two sets of some hammer curls and then 2 sets of supinating dumbbell curls, and that was pretty much it for biceps, and called it a day for that. And so my boy Alex here, he's 2 weeks out, or like a week and a half out from his first ever show. He's doing a show here in Houston, like a local show. He's doing physique, and physique's not really for me, guys. You already know I like to pose full out and all out, and so you know, to each his own. You know, I'm pro-choice. If you like to compete in physique, or you like to compete in bodybuilding, you know, whatever the case, whatever floats your boat. And so that's where he's at right now, and I'm here, and he's making me look super fluffy in the gym. I'm super white, and he's obviously, you see the skin tone, he's a lot more tan than me, but he's looking good, guys. He's looking solid, and you know, the energy is high, and that's what it's all about, guys. You know, if you're having a good time and you're enjoying what you're doing, then that's really all that matters. You know, it's not paying the bills, it's not, you know, keeping you alive. It's just doing it because of self accomplishment and everything like that. So that's gonna conclude this workout. We're actually gonna go get a post-workout meal, and he's counting, guys. He's counting. He's doing flexible dieting thing. So he's on track, guys. So for those of you who are saying, oh, he's on his diet, he can't do it, no, guys, flexible dieting, and that's how it works. So we're gonna go eat this place called Vert's Kebab. I'll take you guys with us. We're here at Vert's Kebab, and I cannot wait to eat. I got the chicken kebab, and then my boy Alex got beef and lamb wrap. And so we're gonna dig in, make some gains, and I'm drooling right now, so let's stop filming. I'm gonna eat it. All right, guys. So finish number 1, number 2 now. I know I said I'm counting macros, and I am sticking to my macros, guys. I didn't have much to eat today, but saved it all for a post-workout meal. But I gotta wrap this time, and I'm still hungry, so I'm gonna destroy this. And fluffy, super fluffy, guys. Get fluffy. But 5 more weeks left to start dieting again, which I cannot wait for you guys to see the process and everything like that. I'm not excited for the process, just excited for the end product. That's pretty much it. So I'm gonna enjoy this and call it a night, guys. What's up, guys? Just got to the gym, and you may notice that things are a bit different around here. And that is the sole reason because we're rearranging. All right. I know you guys missed that intro. So that is the sole reason because we are opening January 1st. And so the gym here, check out this layout, guys. Here's there's a black guy over there jumping around, but but yeah, guys, the gym looks amazing. I cannot wait for you guys to come see it on January 1st. For those of you who are going to check it out, that was just kind of like a small glimpse of what the gym's gonna look like. So we're going to start leg day today. Got the knee sleeves, got the shoes, got the hoodie, got the music going, got the babe in the background. She doesn't even care. So we're gonna kill legs, gonna warm up. Obviously, if you guys haven't checked out my mobility video that I've uploaded, or the warm up for lower body video that I've already uploaded, go ahead and check that out because it shows 3 of my favorite warm up exercises for lower body. So go ahead and check that out if you haven't already done so, and let's go. All right, guys, so this leg workout is very, very different. We actually started with something which was known as, I guess it's called DTP, which stands for Dramatic Transformation Principle, in which the exercise of choice was leg press. Obviously, it'd be very, very difficult to do this on squats. So here's how this goes. So DTP would usually start off with your lightest weight of choice, and you would do 50 reps of that. So we put, 1 plate on, and then you would go down to 40 reps and 30 reps and 20 reps and 10 reps. And so when we got down to the weight of choice for 10 reps, we decided to do 20 reps. We said, hey, why not? Let's just do 20 reps. And 6 plates was the weight of choice. And that was supposed to be what we were supposed to do for 10 reps. But feeling good, legs full of blood. And we said, fuck it, why not? Let's just do 20 reps with it. And then it became a challenge. After I did a set with 6 plates for 20 reps, I decided to do the same exact set with 30 reps. So I said 30 reps with 6 plates, why not? And then the last set you see here was 4 plates, in which we did 40 reps. And that was brutal. It was so brutal. So we finished, and we didn't do the 50 rep set. We just did, we kind of deviated just a bit because we wanted just to go a bit heavier. But the 40 reps with 4 plates on each side was insane, guys. Take my word for it. After that, we did some, just good old-fashioned lunges. I got 10 pounds on each side. My quads were so pumped after that. Then finished it off, just a pretty much like a low session just for quads. Then did 1 hamstring movement, lying leg curls. Did 6 sets of that, and finished that off with some calves, obviously, because I got them baby calves. Still trying to grow them. I got a couple weeks left, but that was actually it for this workout. And take my word for it, guys, this workout was brutal. So definitely give that a shot. Give DTP a shot if you're looking to kind of change your leg workouts up a bit. All right, guys. Ready to kill it today. So I've actually done 1 set already, but this is my 2nd set, and it's the second half of the week, so I thought I'd just do some hypertrophy work and hit chest and back today. So I'm gonna do a lot of supersets, a lot of supersets. So first superset is actually 2 incline movements. First we have incline dumbbell presses for 10 reps. I'm just doing 75 pounds, and then hammer strength incline press. So. Alright, guys, so I don't normally do this, but I guess we were pressed for time and just felt like doing some really blood pumping exercises or blood pumping workouts. So did chest and back today, and the supersets were insane. I haven't trained like this in a while. It's not something I do all the time because of the fact that, I like to train heavy. And so you train heavy and you do a lot of supersets, which equal a lot of reps. Usually train to failure. So I stay away from that as much as I can. But sometimes it's good to kind of mix it up once in a while. Like I've said, I started with 2 incline movements. One was dumbbell incline press, which I had 80 pounds for 10 reps, and then, a plate and a quarter on the hammer strength incline. And 10 reps there. So we did four sets with that, and I was, oh my gosh, the pump was just unreal, guys. Ready? All right, so moving on to our second superset. So we already did chest, and now it's back, and then we're gonna go back to chest, back again. So what we have here is, this is essentially a low row. However, I'm not sitting down because the range of motion for me is different. And so what I do is actually stand up and I lean into it and treat it like a dumbbell row, but a diagonal dumbbell row. Then we're gonna superset that with some standing T-bar rows on this machine here, and 4 sets. Let's go. Okay, so in episode 23, I uploaded the video in which which this piece right here was new, and in that variation you saw me doing seated. So I said that I was going to do another variation, and this is it, guys. So standing, and as you see the lat activation, the stretch is amazing, and definitely a different feeling than when you're seated, because it's just, the stretch is not as good when you're seated, and you're not able to kind of open up because of the bench that's pressed on your chest. So you can't really exaggerate the stretch too much. So I like it standing a lot more, but that's just, my opinion. And that's why my back is my strongest muscle group, because I have the greatest mind muscle connection out of all my body parts. And so after that, we supersetted with some T-bar rows and just have a plate here, but the burn is insane. It's massive, guys. So you don't need a lot of weight, just feel for it, stretch it, and contract. All right, guys, third set here, and Joey and I are pumped. I am so pumped right now, guys. Let's go. Okay, so all I really needed was 2 plates on this, and I like to do it 1 arm at a time. Obviously, when you're standing, you can't do 2 arms at a time, because where would you hold on to? So just 1 arm, and it's another variation of a dumbbell row. The way I'm rowing it, if you look on my dumbbell rows, it's pretty much the exact same plane that I row at. This really just takes everything away from your lower back. It allows you to really concentrate, and since the pull is at a diagonal, you don't have to focus on pulling with your elbows, because when you stand in this variation, you automatically pull with your elbows just because it's too upright for your biceps to pull. Everyone's just chilling around, looks like I'm the only one working out. But everyone was kind of
done with their workouts and everything like that. So Joe, you know, he has never trained like this before, and this is like a training style that I used to do a lot, and he is struggling, guys. Look at him. He was in pain the entire workout. But he said that he was sore for about 4 to 5 days, like his biceps and his back. Check that out. He's like, oh my God, I'm exhausted. But you know, I like to do this training style once in a while. Just go back to the old training days, but this is a very old school movement, or a very old school training style. Can train like this all the time and build mass. There's no way around it. You know, it's different. However, you know, I am very focused on strength based. Both. You know, I like to go based off strength and hypertrophy at the same time. And you know, when you train like this all the time, since you're training to failure, the strength gains won't be as fast as if you just did programming.
All right, guys, third superset movement here. We're back at chest, and what we're doing is cable fly. So we're gonna do 10 full reps, then we're gonna do 10 from the top half, and then lastly it's gonna be 10 from the bottom half. That's one set. So we're gonna do 3 sets of that, and a total of 30 reps per set, meaning 90 reps total for that. And obviously, every single time I do flies, I touch my pinkies first, so my palms are slightly faced up.
The last superset here, last chest superset, and you know, just the cable flies, and just 30 reps per set, really. Just 10 full reps, then you do 10 reps from the top half, and then 10 reps from the bottom half. And so, you know, just a little trick of mine that I've learned throughout the years of training chest, that if I were to do cable flies with hands completely, you know, parallel to each other while coming in, I don't feel it as much. You know, since it's a small movement, I like to kind of tweak my hands just a little bit just so I can feel it. But for me, tweaking my pinkies downward really helps me feel it a lot more.
Exercise. Crazy. Fourth one. So 4th superset here, and we have reverse grip pull downs with some seated or some standing low rows on the V-bar. So 4 sets here again.
Guys, so last superset here was the reverse grip pull downs and the standing V-bar low rows. And honestly, by this point, I was just so pumped that I couldn't even feel anything in my muscles anymore. It's just one of those days, but that's how you know you got a great workout. But it was definitely fun to switch it up this workout, and honestly, I was sore for about 3 to 4 days, like my back and my biceps. So definitely give it a shot. So that's actually going to conclude this workout and this commentary. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. The There Is No Off-Season series is coming to a close very soon. So treasure it while you can, because we go on prep season very soon, and it's time to get shredded, guys. So can't wait for the process and can't wait for you guys to join me on my journey. Love you guys.